Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global TV. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja, and I am Ogochukwu Mobno. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) has filed a lawsuit against the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited over the failure to account for and explain the whereabouts of the alleged missing $2.04 billion and 164 billion naira oil revenues. The suit followed an allegation documented in the recently published 2020 audited report by the Auditor General of the Federation that the NNPC failed to remit the money into the Federation accounts. The Plateau State Governor, Caleb Mutfwang, has unveiled an e-governance platform in the state. The e-governance platform is aimed at fostering transparent, efficient, and accountable governance in the state. The governor disclosed this in a statement issued by his Director of Press and Public Affairs, Gyang Berry. The platform allows citizens to provide feedback, request service, and engage with government agencies, thereby contributing to the administration effectiveness. The governor encouraged the public to utilize the platform to engage the government and to offer information, opinions on policies, and inquiries on service offering from MDAs while receiving timely feedbacks. Ogun State Governor Dakwa Abiodun ordered evacuation of residents in some of the buildings affected by the gas explosion in the Ita-Oshin area of the Abeokuta North local government area of the state. The governor, during an on-the-spot assessment of damage done to properties and businesses around the area, said the evacuation would allow for integrity tests to be carried out on the affected buildings. Abiodun promised that the state would foot the hospital bills of victims of the incident while owners of the damaged properties would be compensated. The Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, in its effort to tackle flooding in the state, has commenced an enforcement initiative aimed at reclaiming a vital drainage channel known as the System 1 Drainage Channel midstream in the Ojota and Ogudu. The ministry's commissioner, Tokunbo Wahab, who tweeted as Tokunbo Wahab on X.com disclosed, he stated that an inspection revealed that properties owners were building new structures within the designated area. Wahab stated that the contravention notice that has been served to property owners in the area since 2021 to encourage voluntary compliance. However, some disregarded the notice and continued construction within the designated area. The drainage channel, which is very important to Lagos State, will address major flooding issues on the mainland and its environs. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has concluded plans to release the result of the 2024 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. JAMB Registrar Ishak Oloyode is scheduled to hold a press briefing in Abuja regarding the release of the results and related matters, as indicated in a notice circulated to the journalists in the capital city. The board earlier clarified that the decision to delay the release of the results for a few days was made to allow ample time for thorough scrutiny. The indication that results that would be released today are for the candidates that participated in the UTME in the first few days, while others would be released after due diligence is completed. President Bola Tinubu has stated during a panel session at the ongoing World Economic Forum in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which focuses on global collaboration, growth, and energy for development, that his administration's removal of the fuel subsidy was in the best interest of the Nigerians, saying it was necessary not to plunge the country into bankruptcy. He added that the country's belief is economic collaboration and inclusiveness among other nations to drive stability on the global stage. He further added that for Nigerians, we are immensely consistent. We believe that the economic collaboration and inclusiveness are necessary to engender stability in the rest of the world. The federal government, through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, has attracted a $50 million deal for the conversion of the commercial vehicle to run on compressed natural gas, CNG. The PCNGI Program Director and Chief Executive, Mr. Michael Olubemi, stated that the deal, which was a private sector initiative, would enable the construction of CNG conversion workshop infrastructure across the country. PCNGI is a component of President Bola Tinubu Administration Palliative Directed at providing succor to the masses following the removal of the fuel subsidy. To alleviate the burden of rising fuel prices, the federal government allocated 100 billion naira from the 500 billion palliative budget to buy 5,500 CNG vehicles, tricycles, and 100 electricity buses and over 20,000 CNG conversion kits. Borno State Governor Babangana Umar Zalum has appointed the senator representing Borno State District Kakashehu Lawan as the chairman for the 2024 Borno Hajj Steering Committee. Inaugurating the committee at the council chamber, Government House in Maiduguri, Zulum noted that the aim of establishing the committee was to ensure a strong base that would drive an effective exercise of the 2024 Hajj in Mecca. Senator Lawan explained that the job of steering the Hajj committee is multitasking and it will be very easy and successful with the help of the committee members. You're watching Midday News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When Midday News returns, poor power supply, governors hire consultants to break discourse monopoly. These and other stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of the Midday News. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is Midday News on Global TV. On the foreign scene, a Russian drone attack heavily damaged a hotel in Ukraine's southern city of Mykolaiv. The governor of the border Mykolaiv region said the hotel housed English-speaking mercenaries fighting in the Ukraine. Kim and Ukraine State's emergency service and said the Russian attack also damaged windows in a nearby hotel and the heat-generating infrastructure was damaged. Kenya also postponed the reopening of schools for the second term session by 1 week due to flooding that killed over 70 citizens. The resumption, which was supposed to commence today, has been delayed to 6 May. This was contained in a statement by the EGH Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Dr. Ezekiel Mochogo. The ministry, however, assured that the measures to mitigate the adverse effects of the rains would be put in place. In business, governors of the 36 states of the Federation have agreed to work together to tackle epileptic power supply in the country as part of its measures to achieve this objective. The governors have agreed to take steps to break the monopoly of discos in power distribution across the states. Despite claims by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited that the logistics issues causing fuel scarcity had been addressed, Nigerians in Lagos and other parts of the country were still struggling to get petroleum motor spirit as many filling stations remained underlocked and key throughout the weekend. There was a directive by the NNPCL that fuel truck must first service the Federal Capital Territory before any other place. According to the oil sector sources, hundreds of trucks loaded on Saturday were sent to Abuja based on the NNPCL directives. According to an operator, the erratic supply has been caused by the National Emergency Company's inability to import enough at the moment. In sports, Alex Iwobi has moved ahead of John Mikel Obi on the list of highest capped Nigerian players in the Premier League, as Iwobi was in action for 90 minutes in Fulham 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace at the Caravan Cottage on Saturday, which was his 250th Premier League appearance. The 27-year-old was previously tied on 247 appearances with former Chelsea midfielder Mikel Iwobi. Mikel Iwobi now sets his sight on Osporing Yakubu Ayegbeni in third position. Rivers United have revealed plans to prosecute their 5 outstanding Nigerian Premier Football League fixtures and assume a vantage position in the standings for a continental ticket by season end. Their head coach Stanley Eguma agrees their work is cut out but believes the team will claim pride of place on the log being the main focus of the team and the Rivers State government. To achieve the target, the veteran MPFL tactician stressed the need to rotate the squad by introducing fresh legs to provide pace and strength, with a majority of the players seemingly fagged out. For the second consecutive time in 2 months, the Super Eagles have seen their squad market value drop in the transfer market. Despite finishing second at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast in February, the three-time African champions suffered a massive drop of 121 million euro that the first time. They dropped down 2 steps and are now ranked the 15th most valuable international team in the world, while retaining their position as most financially valuable team in Africa. That's it on Media News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. You're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Ogochukwu Mobno. Thank you for watching. See you again.